Hauntings occur when a spirit is attached to a person, place, or thing, or they are troubled by events in life and died before they can make peace. Maybe some didn't believe in the afterlife. At the moment of death, in their minds they are stuck in a dream not knowing they are in the afterlife. This, I'm sure, would be like a living nightmare where they cannot find a way of escape. And this could be why some spirits ask for help. In 2017, when I put my doubts aside about paranormal encounters, I remained skeptical about certain locations would be haunted. Cemeteries were on this list of skepticism. I mean, why would a spirit linger at a cemetery of all places? If their family member is already in the afterlife, why hang out where they are buried? Why would they need to visit a loved one's grave? A Carmel resident told me about a haunted cemetery off Highway 69. The cemetery is named Ruggles. I'm a few months into doing paranormal investigations. I never heard of this particular cemetery in Carmel. It took some time, but I finally found this old cemetery. It was far back off into the woods. You couldn't see it from the road. The first settler in Carmel was Reverend Paul Ruggles. Reverend Ruggles was born in 1772. He died in 1820 and was buried on the Ruggles settlement land. In 1826, another Ruggles family member dies and is buried on the land. In 1827, 23-year-old Asa Ruggles drowns, and he was also buried on the land. This was the beginning of the Ruggles Cemetery, the first cemetery in Carmel, and this would also be a location where the first settlers in Carmel would be laid to rest. When I first visited this cemetery doing a walkthrough, I came across the Isaac and Amy Mayo family burial lot. What I saw on the headstones was very heartbreaking. Between 1841 to 1847, all of the Mayo children died from disease outbreaks. On my first visit to this cemetery, I didn't hear any disembodied voices, didn't feel anything out of the ordinary, and nothing was captured on camera. This validated my skepticism cemeteries are haunted. A few days later, I come back to the cemetery to film B-roll for another investigation I was working on. This time something was captured on camera I thought was very strange. The voice of a man singing. I didn't hear this in real time. After viewing that recording, I decided to come back to the cemetery to conduct an investigation, only this time I will come back at night. I make the arrangements with the Carmel Town office a few days in advance. The date to conduct this investigation has arrived. It's a Friday night. Unfortunately, it's lightly raining and no moonlight. When I pulled up into the cemetery and turned the car off, I couldn't see my hand in front of my face. It was so dark. I would have to use a cell phone as a source of light. I didn't bring a flashlight. I didn't want to trip over small headstones. I restarted the car and turned on the headlights. I didn't believe any spectacular paranormal encounters would take place. I had to answer the question, is this cemetery really haunted?
Is there anybody that would like to talk? Is there anybody out here? Come to visit with you. If anybody would like to talk. Alright, so I'm going to move over to Paul Ruggles' grave. He is the first settler here in Carmel. So I'm moving over to his grave now. Since it's so dark, I'll just narrate this. Paul Ruggles and family. Can you guys hear me? I understand you guys are the first settlers here in Carmel. You're like the founding fathers. What the hell is that? Alright, I gotta get my cell phone light out because something looks like somebody's standing there. I gotta go see what this is. It's just a big tombstone that looks weird from a distance in the dark. Okay, that's what it is. Man, that was freaking me out. From a distance, that looked like somebody standing over here. I've come to visit with you guys. Is there anybody here? Okay, I'm going back to the Ruggles. And once again, it's raining, but I had to come out because that's what the plan was, for me to be out here tonight. So I got to be out here, like it or not. What the hell is that noise? Hello? Hello, Ruggles family. What the hell was that? Oh my God, that scared me. It sounded like somebody hissed at me. Hello? Is there somebody here? Can you hear me? Okay. You know what? Okay, there is definitely something over there. No, absolutely no doubt. I felt some wind come by me, and then I heard this really strange sound.
At first I thought I encountered a wild animal, but the second and third sound I heard sounded like a creepy human voice. The final sound I heard came up out of the ground directly in front of me. The moment I heard that sound, very cold air went by my face. There was a strange odor of what smelled like a musty, dirty old blanket pulled out of the ground. There was a taste in my mouth like I just ate musty dirt from a garbage dump. Like a 5-year-old child in fear running from the monster in the dark, I quickly made my way to the other side of the cemetery close to the car. I'm now hearing disembodied voices, but this investigation is over.
I really want to go talk to the males, but it's too close to that area over there, and I'm alone, and you know what, I got to watch out for my safety, because there's absolutely no doubt there's something over there, and I don't think it's friendly. I don't think it's happy. I'm not saying it's something evil. I'm just saying that if there's any such things of a pissed off ghost, that would be it. I'm not. Dear God. Okay, so I'm getting out of here.
I concluded without a doubt Ruggles Cemetery is definitely haunted. Over the next few months I experienced many disembodied voices and EVPs captured at this cemetery. Most of the disembodied voices are those of children, many EVPs of young adults, mostly female. Paranormal investigators Dwight and Tanya wanted to experience this activity. We do a night investigation. Once again, we could hear many voices of children. Most of these voices cannot be captured on audio. It seems like the children are too far away from the cameras, but you can hear them within the cemetery.
Do you hear another disembodied voice?
I heard what sounded like children as I was walking that way twice. Down that way. That's why I went back over that way. And then I heard something out in the woods. I'm hoping at least one of the cameras picked up the sound of children.
Right. There's a lot of children buried here at this cemetery.
You know, just walking, you know, I couldn't make it out, but it almost sounded like children laughing and playing.
Several major orders with some disembodied voices. Pretty sure I heard children laughing earlier. I'm hoping one of the cameras caught it. I heard a couple of things out in the woods. Let's see what else we catch.
Tanya has her doll. So, Dolly, what's her name? Did you name her?
Shauna is what came with it.
Were you just right in front of me?
I saw what looked like a large mist apparition of a lady who peeked around the tree, looked at me, then disappeared. When I reviewed the recording while at the cemetery, the recording was too dark. I was disappointed. I knew I saw this lady. After going over the recordings at home, after enhancing the video, sure enough, there she was. What I call a mist apparition, it's hard to make out detailed facial features, but I was able to enhance this enough to confirm what I saw. Her body is slightly tilted sideways, but her head is positioned straight up, and she's looking right at me. She has dark hair, her face is blurred, you can see her neck. She's wearing a white blouse, and she's wearing a type of material that looks crisscrossed over her blouse. She looks to be wearing a dark skirt. It looks like she's holding something between her side and arms. As fast as she appeared from behind the tree, she quickly disappears. Later in this video, another apparition will be captured quickly standing up from behind a headstone, then walks away into the dark. Paranormal investigators Dusty and Tara visit the cemetery as well. I brought Carmela the doll with us. If there are children in this cemetery, will this doll have an effect? If you want to, you can play with these toys. You guys played with Carmela yet? She wants somebody to play with her. She's bored.
Oh, yes! Oh, yes!
Fun.
Look, it knocked it over! That was Pimp, you missed it! Dude, it was amazing!
There's no way me walking by could have done that.
You were clear over there. There's no way it was you. Here, look, I mean, I don't want to jump on someone's grave or nothing, but I'm just saying, there's no way.
Okay, you can play with Carmela, all right? Paranormal investigators Blake and Rando also visit Ruggles Cemetery. Blake's REM pod reacts in ways he's never seen before.
That'll go off if it's within 5 degrees difference, up or down.
Yeah. Okay. So that's a temp setting, not an energy setting?
Yeah, that's a temp setting. If it does go off, it'll blink a light. So it's green, orange, blue, and purple, and then red in the middle. It'll flash. So that's for the energy setting for the field. But the temp will flash, and then a long audible beep happens when that changes within 5 degrees. See, that's not normal like that because that's not the temperature setting. Was that Amy? Wow.
It's crazy that it just went off.
Well, thank you, Amy.
Wow.
That was awesome, Amy. I've never heard it do that. So, Amy, that is you, huh?
Welcome to Carmel.
It's one of them.
I've never heard that audible tone from that.
That's amazing that you guys are communicating with us. That makes us happy.
And if it was just the temperature, it would do that for a second and then it would be done. It wouldn't keep staying on like that.
So you've never seen this act this way ever?
I've never seen that activate like that, no.
And even more strange, we are outside. There's nothing that would interfere with this.
No.
Yeah, we're talking 5 degrees.
Yeah.
But we're also talking about there's no
electronics
electricity around here.
No.
Yeah. You guys seem to use that thing pretty well, I must say.
Will a cell phone set that off?
No, not
Okay.
The only way so this will go off is if I get close near it in my hand, so you'll see the field.
So here.
So that is doing that on its own. But if my hand, so if you get close to it, it'll do that.
Okay.
See how
and
close
the closer
you gotta get?
Yeah.
You gotta get pretty close.
So that is doing it on its own. That's something else.
There are things that can set off a REM pod, such as two-way walkie-talkies or high-watt ham radios. None of us had radio devices, nor are there any ham radio towers close by. When the REM pod responds, there seems to be an intelligence behind the responses, or the devices will act in ways never seen before. My oldest son Michael visits Maine for the first time. We take the REM pod to Ruggles and conduct a short investigation. The moment I turn the REM pod on, it goes off immediately.
I'm going to drop this antenna down all the way to see if that does anything. And it doesn't. You know, we don't have any walkie-talkies on us. We're out here pretty much almost in the middle of nowhere. There's a couple houses there. I know who those people are. And I know that they're not into ham radio or anything like that. Other than that, there's nothing but woods around here. The interstate's too far away, even if a trucker went by using a CB. That's the temperature deviation, and that just went off. And the only thing that can set that off is if there's a really, really fast temperature change that sets off that alarm. So there's definitely something here, and it's affecting this equipment. When I did the investigation at the old farmhouse, a lot of you were looking for your children. A lot of you were looking for your children. Did you find your children? The child that was here, you like the doll, are you here? Soon I'm going to bring you some toys back, okay? I'm going to bring you a doll. All right?
I did notice while the REM pod sat on top of the headstone, it didn't go off during the spirit box session. In the past 5 years, all the investigations we've done at Ruggles have been short investigations that last 30 minutes to an hour at the most. We cannot investigate in the winter, the snow is too deep. In the spring, the winds are too strong and the black flies will eat you alive. In the fall, leaves are all over the ground. All you hear are crunching sounds when walking around. While Michael is here, I checked the weather forecast. The upcoming Saturday night is a perfect weather forecast, no rain and no winds. It's time to do a full investigation with all the equipment at our disposal. Adam and Corey join us. The moment we step into the cemetery, almost immediately, we all hear a disembodied voice. It's warm and humid, but where we set up in front of the mail lot, the temperatures suddenly drop. We all felt cold spots on our arms, faces, and backs. When I say cold spots, I mean it feels like someone poured ice water on our skin. The investigation begins.
So I know there's a lot of you children here. I got a lot of equipment set up here tonight, and I brought Carmela back. I got a little device here that if you touch it, it'll light up. I set another little doll here, and there's a device on that doll. If you touch it, it'll light up. It'll show some pretty lights. And I got another little baby here. I wanted to come and say hi to all you guys here again. I told you one day I'd be back, and here I am with some guests. So before we started recording, we did hear a very clear disembodied voice that was right behind my son Michael here. Michael, you heard that?
Yeah, sure did.
Is that the first disembodied voice you ever heard in your life?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, it was definitely a female.
Yeah, yeah.
We couldn't tell what she said, but it was definitely a disembodied voice of a female.
Yeah, definitely.
And unfortunately, no recorders were going because we were standing over there by the car getting ready to come over here, and all the equipment and recorders were all waiting over here. So it's active. And earlier I heard another disembodied voice, but I couldn't tell again what it said, and I couldn't tell if it was a male or female. You know what? Hold this. Let me get the REM pods on at least.
I heard something back here behind me. I just got chills all of a sudden.
Really?
Yeah. I'm not cold. Weird.
Wow, that's going crazy.
It is.
That one too. Alright, so there is absolutely no doubt there's something here setting this off.
Oh, yeah.
Whoa.
What?
Something cold just brushed up against my hand down here.
Did it?
Yeah, something just passed by me. Just went, phew.
Yep.
I feel it
And
in
it's
my
low.
arms.
It's right here.
Wow, my arms are cold.
Yeah.
And it's got to be 70 degrees.
Michael, you're standing there and you felt something cold brush up on your arm.
Right over here, my left arm.
I wonder if something was coming over there touching the doll.
That's what I was wondering.
I don't know if we're going to be able to use these REM pods tonight because they're just going like crazy. I just said that, now this one's going off.
We'll have to find a different location and see what it does.
Are you guys touching the colored lights?
They're having fun, that's for sure.
Deborah, is that you? Do you like the lights? There. It's going way up, full power. And the temperature deviation just changed. It drained the battery. Look at that. Oh my God. It's drained the battery completely down. It's dead.
Wow.
That just literally drained the battery. That was a brand new battery I just put in there. You guys witnessed that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It completely drained the battery. 100%.
Can you feel that?
Right, it's dead.
Things are just passing.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
All right,
I
I'm
feel like I'm
gonna put
standing in a
another
group
new
of people.
battery in this.
Before each investigation, all the equipment is fully charged. Before this investigation, I changed out the batteries in the REM pods, the laser grid, and both PSP-7 spirit boxes. I have never seen a battery drain so quickly like what we witnessed with this REM pod. While I'm surprised about this battery draining, the other guys are shocked by the cold spots they felt at the same moment the battery drained. We were all talking over the top of each other in amazement. I do a silent walkthrough of the cemetery.
All right. While I'm doing the walkthrough, Corey, can you shut that off? That's just going to go off nonstop. We've come back to visit with you guys. It's obvious you guys are here. You pretty much demonstrated that. I brought the doll back and a couple more dolls if you kids want to play with them. Are any of you Ruggles here?
Come to visit with you? Any of your kids here? Hello? Deborah, did you want to play at the doll? If you're here, can you verify to me your name, please? My name's Kent. Over there's Michael, Corey, Adam. We've come by tonight to see what you guys are up to. How are things going for you? Disembodied voice. You guys still feeling things over there?
Yeah, definitely.
Walk over there and get warm.
Yeah. It's a lot cooler just in this spot here.
Then I come back over here and I'm fine.
Yeah.
I'm like, something isn't right. So I walked over there and I'm like,
Yeah.
What we found very strange while standing in the Mayo lot, the temperatures felt a few degrees cooler, and there was no high humidity within this spot. The moment you stepped away from this section, it felt like you walked into a bathroom where somebody just took a hot shower. We set the REM pods back up. We're curious if any child spirit will play with these devices.
All right, so we turn the REM pods back on. The temperature deviation over there on that REM pod is blinking red. But this REM pod here, it just goes off. I don't know. Do any of you guys want to play at the dolls? The dolls are here. Okay, so you think with me approaching that wouldn't have shut off. Did I scare something back or somebody back? Are you playing with that? Did you like the colors? Can you back off from it just for a second? Just so I confirm that it's definitely you playing with it? Please? Is that confirmation or what?
I would say so.
Okay, you can play with it. I'll tell you what. Since we're trying to record, I'm going to set this out here. You can play with it all you want, okay? Here you go. Go ahead and play with it all you want. Oh, you can play with it.
Just like a child. Is it okay?
This is amazing. This is what paranormal investigations are all about.
Yeah.
They intelligently respond even with the equipment. All right, let's do a spirit box session.
To create a high sound wave energy so these spirits can communicate, I used 2 PSB7 spirit boxes with 2 speakers coming from each spirit box. Each speaker is 20 feet apart from the other. The 360 amplified mic is sat in the center of the speakers. While standing in the center of the sound wave energy, you can hear these spirits talk in real time. Both spirit boxes are set at a rotation of 100 milliseconds. This is the fastest rotation setting. What takes place on this night was completely unexpected. Multiple spirits responded. It was like the floodgates of spirit communications were wide open. These spirits took over the investigation with non-stop communication. Some of their voices were so loud it echoed across the cemetery.
You sometimes hear children voices in the spirit box?
What's that?
You hear children voices in the spirit box sometimes?
Sometimes, yeah. What? Hello? Help you?
Help you with what?
Help you? Who's needing help? What's wrong? What are you guys needing help with? Something's pulling on my pant leg. What are you needing help with? You keep saying help.
What are you trying to tell us? You keep saying help. What's going on? Why are you needing help? This is my son, Michael.
Hello. Nice to meet everyone here.
My name's Corey.
This is my son, Michael.
Hello. Nice to meet everyone here. Hey.
How's it going? Did you just say how's it going?
Sound like it.
No. My name's Corey.
Hello. Nice to meet everyone here. Hey.
How's it going? Did you just say how's it going?
Sound like it.
No.
Seen a lot about you. It's good to come up here and finally visit you tonight.
If you guys want to continue the investigations and talk with them, I'm going to walk out this way, walk out this way, with the GoPro.
Okay.
No. I figure there's a lot of children that get down to that level. You can play with the dolls if you want to. Do you children play together? Do you like playing with dolls?
REM pod's been quiet now.
Yeah.
Does anyone else want to play at the REM pod over here? Can you come touch the REM pod? Can you play with those lights?
This lights up as well.
My name is Michael. I've come from Florida to visit you. I've seen and heard a lot about you. It's nice to come up here and say hello.
Are you over by Ken?
Hi, Elizabeth. Hope you're doing okay.
You guys here? Stupid question. Yeah. Oh, print pods went off now. Who's here with me?
When you ask for help, are you saying that you're lost or that you're trying to find something?
I'm going to go do a walkthrough with this camera now. Has that been going off?
It wasn't for a while and it just started going off here recently. I was trying to talk to it, get some action going again, and
And it just went off when you came up here?
well, I walked away. Yep.
It's probably going to run out of space soon.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to do a walkthrough with this.
How much space do you usually get?
Not a whole lot.
Okay, so it was at 20 minutes roughly.
Yeah, you should be able to get another 10, 15.
Oh, okay. Hello, my name is Michael. I'm just here to say hi. I don't mean any disrespect towards anyone here. Come to visit and see if anyone wants to talk with me. I feel a cold presence over here. Who's here with me?
Hi.
Is little Lizzie here? Where's Michael? there you are.
Yeah, just give my shoulder a break.
Oh yeah. Did that run out of time?
No, I'm not sure how much is left on it, but so I saw him.
Okay.
Isaac, is that you?
You see something?
No, that doll, the white one leaning up against right there, it's kind of looking at us again. It was facing... Yeah, it was facing the other way. The other way. That was looking more towards the corner than it is looking at us.
Are you playing with the doll? Are you talking about that bigger one?
Nope, the smaller. Nope, the smaller
Oh, the smaller one.
It was facing more to the back corner, not towards us. Us.
In the past few months, we've noticed something has drastically changed in the spirit realms. More spirits are desperately asking for help. In every investigation, spirits say he's coming. This investigation at Ruggles was very unusual. The encounters were stronger than ever witnessed before. We all looked at each other not knowing what to say or ask. Although some spirits seemed content, when we asked what they needed help with, they responded saying, "I'm dead, pray for me. He's coming. I'm lost."